I felt out of place there. that was a Rastafarian moment, you know. But it's not a ballad now.
No, man, you're good, man.
It's enough here, head.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so when I really reach...
We can call that locks for now, you know, it just can't flash.
Because right now, no, I not really eat like pak chow and callaloo. Right now, the scallion and time, you know, when I seize up the food. My hand, my way there.
Get in there.
When we reach, you know, I have trouble.
Welcome everybody to Daytime Live. It's Friday and we're here to kickstart your weekend. And we're also here with So we see some sign, I'll go on some sign language and go on. They went for the wrong school map. But we're here with Distinction College and IIRQ. So I got sound of it. One of the
sound on the sound nice. Hold on, wait. So we are here with Distinction College and IIRQ. Okay.
Them just reach.
Yeah. I'll collect you know. I'll collect from you.
Yeah. That we forgot that though.
Yeah.
So if you want to be part of our studio audience, when we're back, please come on down to Television Jamaica at 12:15, just to make sure that you can be seated at 12:30. Remember also that our days are Tuesdays and Fridays.
And guys, remember that the show coming here, it's absolutely free. You don't pay a cent. Come on down, as Craigie said, at the assigned times. And of course, you can also follow what's happening on the show via our social media accounts on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. It's at TVJ_Daytime Live. And on Facebook, it's one thing, TVJ Daytime Live. It's simple.
And of course, if you miss an episode, you can catch back episodes via onespotmedia.com. And on YouTube, just search Daytime Live TVJ and you find everything right there. All right?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now, Duffy?
Kick it like a ball.
All right, so we're going to buzz. All right, so a recent survey of salaries across 20 Caribbean countries revealed that Jamaica has the lowest salaries in the region, with pay falling below the regional average of 91% of roles surveyed. And the Bahamas, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Barbados emerged as leaders in the salary levels.
Now, with that, commenting on the Caribbean Salary Survey report, Deputy Chairman Vaughan MacDonald of Caribbean Society for Human Resource Professionals, which is the CHHRP, highlighted the influence of sectors such as human resources, banking, and hospitality in driving economic transformation, while sectors like education and public service present opportunities for reform. Now, as a whole, the findings aim to spark regional dialogue on salary structures and encourage stakeholders to consider reforms.
Look how long the teacher them are telling us that them salary need reform.
Look how long the nurse them are said the salary need reform.
Look how long the police them are said the salary them need reform.
Look how long the soldiers them are said them salary need.
All right, then you need a study. You didn't need a study if you can tell you the same thing when them are telling how long.
Like we could have tell us, we've been saying it. But remember, it was us a couple months ago when there was the discussions about the increase in some public sector salaries, and the discussion should be had about increasing private sector salaries, that a prominent member in the business sector had said, no, that's a bad idea to increase the private sector salaries. Yeah, I don't really want to call name still, but we did speak about it.
Yeah. So if you check One Spot Media and go back in the archives, then we'll find out how.
Yeah, I don't want to say, you know. They
again.
Say it, right.
Yeah, we don't need to say it again.
I like when surveys like this come out, that voices and sentiments that have been echoed throughout the years in different sectors. It's 91% of our sectors, you know, brother.
Yeah.
That is more than 9 out of 10 sectors.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I like?
What's that?
I remember a couple of months ago, once again, when they did a survey like this regarding the politicians in the Caribbean countries. And then because we realized that we were being paid low, our politicians were being paid low, all of a sudden all kind of increased what?
Right.
Someone know now.
What go
on? If any more increase, I go on.
And I believe that teachers, nurses, police officers, they should be at social workers, those should be at the front of the line when we talk about public sector.
I agree.
Increases. I mean, we're saying right across the board, but we talk about public sector employees. We're losing our nurses, we are losing our teachers. Like,
I agree.
It's a mass exodus. And of course, the teachers at Distinction College and IRQ, I'm sure, they are committed to their jobs.
Yeah, real
and that's why they're here.
Real
but it's a heavy load.
But I mean, a lot of times we gloss over it, because them are not public favorites. But like police and soldiers as well. Like if you don't pay police and soldiers properly, and these are the people that securing you, supposedly securing you.
Right.
But you don't pay them properly. How
they
secure
will moonlight. They will moonlight
and then
security officers.
You end up by yourself. Some people give them order for go
cardboard box.
Kind of thing. Now if we not pay them,
you understand what I'm saying? And so I'm not going to talk.
Not going to talk what?
There's certain things that end up on social media like TikTok.
You're too slick.
So, I'm just saying, hey, this is something that needs to be addressed pronto. And shout out to the hotel workers who have been standing up for, listen, clap the hotel workers.
Yeah, man.
And I think if more sectors, and I'm not encouraging disruption of our country's activities, but if more sectors banded together and decide that, hey, we have had enough and do something differently.
Yeah, man. Real thing, man.
You understand? Because trust me, if me and Craigie ready.
Yeah, man, we talk all the time, so if it's a situation where we can do better, we will do better. And I believe we can do better, so we will do better,
With that, let's move on to the 6 teenage boys that were seen recently in a viral video sexually assaulting a schoolgirl. On Monday, they were each granted $400,000 bail in the St. Catherine Family Court. Now they are charged with rape, forcible abduction, knowing, producing, and distributing child pornography.
So allegations are that the teen girl was lured into a premises in Portmore, which is, of course, in St. Catherine, where she was sexually assaulted by the teenagers. Along with the charges against the teenagers, the assault was also reported to the police's Center for Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse.
This is sad. Unfortunate, sad, upsetting. I don't know how many other adjectives that we can use to describe this situation. Because you're talking about 6 teenage boys.
Yeah.
6 teenage boys.
I mean...
And you'd argue about, do they know better what influenced them? Because as teenage boys carrying out this horrendous act, they must have been influenced somehow. And I'm not saying someone said to them, hey, go and do this. But I'm talking about the thought, just having the thought process to do that. It was something that they've either seen, something them hear, something them think is cool. And of course the victim, 6 boys, 1 girl.
Yeah.
I mean,
them thing you have to talk about, because you as
fathers.
As fathers, yeah, but as somebody speaking publicly to you want to remain as objective as possible. But it's hard to be objective when you're a father, especially when you're a father of a daughter.
Which we are.
Exactly. So it's hard for me to talk because I can't really express what I really want to say because I'm on TV, of course.
No, you can.
But no.
I'm just saying you can. I'm just saying that.
I remember when I saw
hosting the show afterwards.
No,
I
remember when I saw the video. It was initially, of course, it was outrage, but whole hypocrisy go on in the world too. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but as a teenager, I was having sex as a teenager. You know what I mean? And I know that there are lots of them out there, and there are lots of teenagers out there that are doing it consensually too, when them don't really know what them doing. So the thing is,
oftentimes they don't.
Yeah, but so the thing is for really have conversations with the youths them, and have conversations with them not as somebody telling them what to do. Of course, you are them guardian, so you have to tell them what to do. But outside of that, don't make it be a situation where you feel like them don't know what they must say, or them don't have no clue as to what them talking about. You have to have candid and open conversations with the youth in order to guide them. Because if you don't do that, then they're going to end up going on the wrong path. Because all of them going to have these urges. If you have 6 youth will probably have it hard to find a girl to talk to them 2 times, and then you have one girl that is curious. That say, you know, I'm like the whole of you. What do you think I got?
Well, apparently what happens, it says, is one she liked, and she was lured by that one. So, I mean...
Yeah, that may hear.
There's so much more that we can say about this whole situation, but I would in the space where our females, our daughters, our sisters, our cousins, our nieces, our wards,
I would love to have a full-on conversation about this one day on here. If we can have a few,
let's do it.
If we can have some kind of psychologist or something, we should put that together because it's very important. Because you can't come up here and play the hypocrite either. Because all of us, when we were in school, we either heard of or saw something close to something like this. You know what I mean? So it happened. So the question is why it happened. I know if we don't make it happen again.
You know, today's show is filled with
things.
Hard-hitting topics.
Yeah, because after many Jamaicans traveling to Mexico, they've recently reported mistreatment by Mexican immigration authorities. So Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith is urging Jamaicans to adhere to the immigration laws of countries they visit and remain informed about the changing policies that happen there.
Now, while our government work to protect citizens' rights abroad, Johnson-Smith emphasized that no individual has the right to enter another country without meeting its entry requirements, and that's where they do so legally. Now, at the same time, she encouraged those who believe their rights have been violated to report incidents via email for investigation.
Yeah. She have to say that, you know.
Yeah. So the fact of the matter
right.
is, so what's happening, just to explain this a little better, is that some Jamaicans who have met the requirements are complaining about how they have been treated in entering another country, i.e. Mexico. Mm-hmm. And then they are now complaining. So it's something now that is a matter of governments and the different arms of the government, you know, dealing with that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, of course, our stance is that we have to ensure that our citizens are meeting the requirements. It's what's going to happen afterwards.
Exactly, which is why I said it is a must that our minister says this, because at the end of the day, if a country has entry requirements, if you don't meet it, then you will be denied entry, and that is the hardcore truth of it.
Yeah.
You know. However, that does not mean that you should be treated in an inhumane manner. And
that's, I think that's what's
that is what people are arguing. But then you have to remember as well that there are cultural differences as well. There are language barriers as well. There are you know, it's so many different small nuances that are at play that you can't. It's very difficult, you know.
You know what happened? We have to continue this conversation. Let's continue it via social media platforms, or maybe another day we can talk about it some more. But let's move forward back.
Yeah, so far.
All right.